What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? I am Jaye the Black. Salute to everyone that's tuning in. Make sure y'all like this video and share it because we're going to talk about a story that's going viral. A lot of people been sending me this story. And it was about Brittany Renner. She was doing an interview, and she mentioned how her and Kevin Gates were married for 52 days and then divorced. She said she gave 100%. Listen, people, I said it before and I'll say it again. You know, Brittany Renner is doing everything she can to change her image. That's what Kevin Gates was for. We all know that Kevin Gates has a whole wife, Drika Gates, that he has never divorced. And in this country, you can't have more than one wife. All right. And they've been around each other. We know that this is pretty much just a situation where she's trying to change her image and he's willing to help. That's what this is about. This whole married and divorced after 52 days, it could go either way. It could be a situation where they called each other husband and wife and then they've separated. We could maybe see them still together. I don't know. But it's still a very weird scenario that you have Brittany Renner, who, again, as I told y'all, she's trying to repair her image by any means necessary, converting to Islam and changing the way that she dressed and trying to change people's thought process of her. But we still see her as that same Brittany Renner. And her saying is just, it justifies my thoughts on her and Kevin Gates, getting together. It's pretty much for show, and it's a way to sort of repair her image. But she's a reality TV personality. She is doing this in order to get people to want to see her, want to interact with her. I just think this is a sideshow. Now we're going to get into this article here from from Yahoo. Says we got married April 6th and divorced on May 28th. The Basketball Wives star revealed in a June 7th interview. Well, I hope Kevin Gates didn't sign any paperwork. That would be dumb. Brittany Renner has revealed that her marriage to Kevin Gates is over. In an interview with Los Angeles radio station Real 92.3 LA, published on Saturday, the influencer and Basketball Wives star said that she and rapper, who's 39, divorced after 52 days of marriage. Said we got married on April 6th and divorced on May 28th. Renner, who's 33, said, which is a total joke. Like, why are y'all playing like that? Like, I'm telling you, was this like a marriage and like a verbal marriage? It has to be. Renner, who recently converted to Islam, reassured her fans that all is well despite her marriage ending. Says, I don't feel like it's a sucky situation, because what is meant to be is always going to be, she said. People reached out to Renner and Gates for comment on Sunday, but did not get any follow back. So I followed my heart, and that's what more than most people can say. Says, I think when you do that, you get all the clarity you need, and there is no stone left unturned, and there's no regret. A lot of people, their issue is, even just in dating, in marriage, is people just don't give it their all. She added, they don't just go for it. But I feel like when you do, you're at a peace with whatever happens, because I gave 100%. This is absolutely insane. This is insane. This is insanity. What the hell you mean you were married for 52 days? That makes no sense. It makes it worse. If you were so-called married for 52 days, that makes the whole scenario even worse. And it makes you look even worse. It makes it like, you mean to tell me after all of these changes you've made, getting with Kevin Gates, changing your image, who you are, right? You still couldn't make it work after 52 days? That shows me it makes it worse. Because just imagine if somebody who isn't Kevin Gates were to marry you, Brittany, that would probably fall apart even quicker. You are not marriage material. Stay single, because being married is just pointless for Brittany. It's very pointless. It was just in May that Renner was gushing over her union with Gates. So all I can say is that I'm with the person that I quite literally dreamed of, she told People at the time. To be able to just wake up next to them and spend time with them, even to have them here behind her, it's like so surreal. It says he's just the most important, I guess the most beautiful person inside out that she's ever met. Listen, people, I want y'all to understand something about this. This is not a good situation. This actually makes her look very badly. It really does. Because 52 days you claim a marriage and then it's over. It's like, oh, well, what I want to know is her and Kevin Gates over? Is this whole charade over where she's around him and they are at basketball games, at podcasts or stream interviews? Is she going to be there with them, or the whole thing is over? Why do I feel like in a few months she's going to revert back to the Brittany Renner of who she is instead of trying to be something that she isn't? And let me say this too about Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates has a whole wife, Drika Gates. He has not divorced this woman. He has a whole family with this woman. He's never going to divorce her. And again, I don't think it's legal to have multiple wives in this country. Unless something has changed, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but you can't have multiple wives in this country. And why would you even want that? This must have been some sort of weird spiritual union, right? Because they've had commitment ceremonies. People have commitment ceremonies. They don't traditionally get married. Maybe that's what it is. I just think it's completely pointless. You're parading this girl around, Brittany, like she's your wife. Even his wife had to respond recently. Them being up around each other, right? But at the end of the day, unless Kevin Gates divorced Drika, which she hasn't stated publicly, I just think this whole thing is a joke. It really is. But it's all to help her fix whatever is left of her image. That's what it seems to be. I mean, this doesn't benefit him, does it? I mean, yeah, he can go viral for certain moments having her with him. But for her to do this interview, like, first of all, why is she doing the interview? and why are you telling this guy in the interview that's interviewing you that you were married for 52 days as if that's an accomplishment? You said that you gave it your all, but did you give it your all? Because it ended up failing at the end of the day. Brittany Renner is not wife material. She never has been and never will be. And then I said this before, I say it again, people rarely change who they are in a short amount of time. It takes a lot of work and effort, but you have to see that person is putting the effort in. If Brittany Renner was truly changed, first off, she'd stop dating rappers. Stop dating rappers and athletes. Actually heal. Do some self-healing. She never really has taken the time to do self-healing. It's all for show. It's to physically show, hey, look, I'm a different person. That's what it's about. If you really want to change who you are, you have to go out of your way to change who you are. And it's more than how differently than you dressed or changing religions, right? Have you really changed? Why do you still have the name Brittany Renner? Why don't you change that? I mean, unless Brittany Renner's her birth name, maybe that's why she uses it. But I still feel like deep down, she's still not even deep down. I still feel like underneath what she wears, she's still the same person. But she wants other men to see her differently. That's what this is all about. It's all about men changing their perspectives of her and seeing her differently. Maybe there are going to be men who are going to be impressed by this. Maybe there are men who are going to see this and say, listen, she's taking those changes. It's taking those changes hard. Now again, maybe she got the idea to convert to Islam because she was in a podcast with Andrew Tate a few years ago, and I know he he converted to Islam the last couple of years. So maybe she felt like that was her way of trying to show that she's willing to change in a way. I think change doesn't just come from religion or how you dress. It comes from the changes you make in your life. And the thing is, she's a mother. Work on being a better mother. How about that? And I'll say this about Drika Gates. It's clear that Drika Gates does not care what Kevin does as long as he's paying her bills. He can go out here and parade this other woman around like she's really his wife. Maybe she doesn't care, even though it did seem recently when, seeing them together stirred up something in her. But maybe she's gotten reassurance from him, and maybe he's the one who ended this marriage. She said she gave, and I'm talking about Brittany Renner said that she gave 100% to this failed 52-day marriage, and it still failed. It probably failed because Kevin Gates was, he was only doing that to heal you. I just think men need to stop trying to fix broken women. If a woman is broken, she has to figure it out on her own. Men shouldn't always have to come in and fix who you are and show that you're valuable and you're worth it. You should already know that you're valuable and worth it. But a lot of times, again, people want to tear down men in this country. But at the end of the day, it's always men who are there to save the image of a woman. And that's what Kevin Gates tried to do. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, X, Instagram. Check out all my other videos. Check out all the links in the description box and in the comment section. And I'll see y'all next one.